Hey guys, how you doing? Dr. Lou Hilliard here. I'm here to answer some questions. There's a lot of comments. Some of my videos have gone viral. I think we're going for some videos have reached over almost 10,000 views. And there's a lot of questions that people are asking about med beds. And hopefully this video is going to help answer a lot of those questions. So I don't want to waste any more time. I might as well just start reading some of these questions and then we can start moving on. So I have gotten one that says, will insurance cover the med beds? Well, that's hopefully not so. We don't want insurance to dictate what your health care should be and not be. But I'm sure because they're not just going to be used for treatment, but also because of diagnosing and the capabilities and what have you, that it could also help the doctor with better patient outcomes. So it could be eventually, reclassified for some of its diagnostic techniques and maybe some of its treatment protocols and treatments or therapies that it offers could possibly be eventually, in the future, be used. But that's a long time away. So let's just hope, though, for right now, in order to get a med bed get into a med bed or even buy a med bed, it's going to cost you. It could run you a few $100s for an office visit, or even up to $100,000, $200,000, or even more for a med bed. I know we have some med beds that are close to $1 million now that are just completely unbelievable. But I wish I had this 5 years ago. Yeah, I wish I wish I got the download a long time ago. But you know what? It's here. So will insurance cover this or what? We just explain that. Will the med bed fix and heal a hernia? I've had a lot of healthcare questions, and I diverge I do not answer healthcare questions over on a video or even on a comment of a video. That's not conducive of a medical doctor or a chiropractor or a treating physician of any type to mention or give any medical claims without knowing for certain if it's going to treat whatever. So if it does, PTSD or traumatic brain injury, I've gotten, celiac disease. I'm just looking at some of these, headaches, stuff like that. People, I wish I can give you, advice over a video or even comments, but that's not going to happen. If anybody says that they can cure a cancer, they can cure a hernia without knowing your proper medical history, what's going on with you, there's no way to make that type of claim and be 100% certain. So making false medical claims and claiming to somebody, hey, we're going to heal you. Well, yes, it's anti-aging. Yes, it's cancer killing. Yes, it's autoimmune killing. Those are false medical claims, and everybody is different. Understand that it's not like everybody has, what causes you to have a certain symptom or disease might be completely different while the next person does. And that's why you can't give medical advice, and especially over a video and making a comment. So when people say, "Oh, you're not a doctor if you can't make that," you're just diverging the question. No, I'm not. I'm acting like a proper treating physician of any type would want. So making false medical claims, can't do that. Oh yeah. Is the med bed free? I thought the med bed's going to be for free. I thought it's going to be for the military. We've already discussed that, answered that question a number of times. There is no military med bed. Nobody in the military has said they got treated by a military med bed. The only people that mention military med beds are the people that search online that believe in conspiracies. Okay. Now there may even be a military med bed of some sort but nobody knows that for sure. Nobody's been in one and out of one, so we can't go on science fiction, people. Okay, be happy that the powers that be have let us have the Life Force MedBed, and this is the only quantum healing, self-diagnosing, self-treating, non-toxic, non-invasive bed in the world. What more do you want with what we have? And so people saying, oh, I'm going to wait until the military one comes out or the free one comes out. When has the government given you anything for free? When has the military ever given you anything for free? And you're going to wait for Nasira Jasira or whatever this is, this QFS. People, you didn't even get a dividend check from the Doge, all the money they supposedly found. You think they're going to give you a free MedBed? Wake up, my friends, my people. I love you all. I really do. Is it going to be in San Antonio, Texas, Hazard County, Texas, or Kentucky, San Antonio, Texas, California, Southern California? Yes, I want to open up in all of those places, and we're looking for, investors. We're looking for people that are entrepreneurs that are ready to open up. Understand that run a MedBed facility, you have to be a physician. You have to be a physician. All right? And you can't treat patients if you're not a physician. That's against the law. It's called medical practice, or medical malpractice, or whatever you want to call it. Practice in medicine without a license. Understand, doctors practice within a certain scope, and just because you have the great intentions and you want to heal the world, if you don't know how to properly treat a patient and you want to just throw them into a device and say, well, I hope it gets them well, and you don't understand what the device is or what it does and how it affects the anatomy and the physiology, you don't want to go to that person, okay? That doesn't know that. You don't want to go to an untrained healthcare professional, licensed professional, and seek medical advice. I don't care if it's medical doctor, naturopath, chiropractor. You go to your licensed, and whatever be chiropractor, medical doctor, naturopath, long as they're licensed, you can go to them. But you start going to Mr. and Mrs. Jones to go get your medical advice. My friends, you're skipping down a slippery slope. Now, I get a lot of people that say, oh, I don't believe in the medical model. I'm so fed up with it. You know what, people, that might be the case for a lot of people, and I can feel your frustration a lot of times. I really, really can. That's why I made the MedBed, so we can get better patient outcomes. We can get sick people well with, and hopefully save some money and save some time. All right? That's the whole reason for the MedBed. Okay? But as well as we also have to get into reality and also understand that it's going to take time for the technology to be adapted and accepted by the medical community. Hyperbaric, was around for 125 years, but it was buried in the basement. The medical doctors didn't want it, okay? And even after it, okay, when the launch of the mild hyperbaric chamber industry, the medical doctors, the medical industry, is even to this day, they still fight and they make things more difficult. They always make things difficult. So this is going to be a long, difficult road. Don't think that, you're just going to come in and you're going to buy a MedBed and you're going to start treating people and you don't have the proper, and you don't have the proper education. That's not going to be a Life Force MedBed center. You are a physician. You want to be a part of a new and up and coming healthcare profession. Oh yeah, this is it. But it's also a gamble. It's brand new. Okay? When I say, my friends out there, you know, I could end up dead, face down in a lake or hanging from a rafter. Very, very easy by just pissing off the wrong people. And that's why I try to curtail especially when people are speaking on my name, saying that they're physicians and that they're, the MedBed physician, and they're reaching out to my customers, because Dr. Hilliard does not say those things. Okay. We want to have a sound profession here in the MedBed community that is going to be accepted by naturopaths as well as allopathic doctors all over the world. And we're not going to be able to do that with furniture mattress salesmen making false claims, okay? So, I am interested in opening a MedBed in Arizona. I am interested in opening a MedBed in California. Yes, guys, if you want to open up a MedBed center, here it is. Even if you're not a physician, you can open up a MedBed center. There's two options that you do have. A, you buy the MedBed that doesn't have the medical devices. That's around $20,000. That's the pod or the capsule. Or B, if you want to get the real MedBed, the powerful MedBed, then you have to get a physician, and you're going to have to hire one. But if you work with me, I'll give you guys the plan and how to get a physician. Real easy to work in your office to oversee the patient care, to oversee the use of the MedBed. Okay? So that is so very important as well. Let me see if I got some more here. Excuse me, guys, just 1 second. Oh, yeah, I think I went over this a couple of times in the video. Red light therapy beds that you can buy on Alibaba are not MedBeds. Okay? Please don't get cut up. So these clam shaped beds that people they have red light therapy and all the different color lights, that's not a MedBed. Not even close. Okay, a hyperbaric chamber with a bioresonance is not a MedBed as well. So let's go that. Does it cure blood cancer? Again, we don't go over that. I am interested in opening up a holistic clinic in Lebanon, Tennessee. Yes, open up a clinic in Lebanon, Tennessee. So we have Hazard, Kentucky, Lebanon, Tennessee. We got Arizona. Guys, we got a lot of people that can open up a MedBed center. And like I said, if you're not a doctor, we'll teach you how to hire a physician. It's real easy. We just have to have people that are willing to be willing to invest into a therapy, invest into a profession that is brand new. You guys, whoever invests in it is going to be, a trailblazer. So, but Florence, South Carolina. Yes, we want to open up one in Florence and one in Greenville, South Carolina. Let me see. Yep, 76 in cancer. Guys, there again, if anybody asks any type of medical questions, I usually, and this is what I say as well, you go and you speak to your treating physician. Okay? Treating physician, he will answer your questions. Dr. Lou Hilliard is not going to answer any healthcare questions over a message, over a telephone, or over a comment, okay? But I am gonna do my best to take care of you. Let me hold on a second. You're gonna hear some stuff because I'm trying to look at some more comments for you guys. Sorry. Can I get an appointment? Oh yeah, guys. Can you make an appointment? This is big. This is so big. Yes, you're gonna be able to make an appointment within about 30 days on the Life Force MedBed website. Now here it is. I just made a video just before this, and I don't like making videos like I made because it's a little negative. But there are people now that are piggybacking on my videos. Okay, first they were putting messages or comments, but I have blocked them and deleted them. They didn't like that. So now anybody that puts a comment or watches my video and if they can see it, they are going to reach out to you and they're going to say that they're the MedBed instructor or they're inventor of the MedBed or they're another doctor. Here it is. I watched that other past video of mine. I have already looked them up. I found out their location in Florida. They are not medical doctors. They're not chiropractors. They're not naturopaths. They're not even a license holder. They are furniture salesmen selling fake equipment. Okay, they're not even selling real Life Force MedBed stuff. They are selling red light therapy beds from China. Okay, so just be careful, my friends that are out there. So here it is. We will be opening up a Life Force MedBed Center here in Atlanta, Georgia, within about 60 days. Okay, we're also looking for an investor that wants to help make this Life Force MedBed Center in Atlanta really awesome. So if anybody is interested, please let me know as well. Now, when we do open up a center, you will be able to make an appointment only on the Life Force MedBed Center website or through the Life Force MedBed app, okay, that we're getting ready to launch. No other way. So when that happens, understand that. So if you get a message on TikTok, you get a message on social media, hey, and they're being very vague and they're making a lot of really like crazy claims like curing cancer, curing autoimmune disease and anti-aging and making crazy claims like that, be wary, okay? Because Dr. Hilliard and his staff will not do that. Now, because it's just illegal. You can't you can't be an ambulance chaser. That's illegal. It's unethical. Okay? So with that being said, just please, on my videos or what have you, you can reach out to me on Life Force MedBeds on my actual channels if you want. I will message with you and I will communicate with you. Okay? Or if you want to communicate with my office through the messenger or even email, I will do that as well. Okay? But I will never reach out to you and say, hey, let's make an appointment. Hey, I'm the great guy. I'm the great inventor. No, we won't do that stuff, okay? So with that being said, there again, oh yeah, will it cure, more hemorrhoids and stuff like that? There again, my friends, I can't make those type of questions. Location, Atlanta, Georgia. Are you taking appointments? I will be taking appointments in 30 days. What is the cost? That is a great question. The cost is definitely not free, okay? I think our first MedBed to sit down with a doctor, which is your consultation, your examination, your history, exactly what you should do before any medical procedure or any healthcare procedure or any regimen of any sort, is you always make sure you get your consultation, examine history, so we make sure you get the certificate of health. But also to find out what's going on, to give you a proper care plan. Because we don't want to be treating for one thing and there's something else wrong, which we don't treat anyways. That's what the doctor, when he sits down with you, he will be able to make, after your consultation, your examination, your history, then he can make a recommendation based on your care plan. What exactly within the MedBed and all of the amazing therapies, because you're not going to get every one of them. I'm sorry. There's just too many. But you're going to get your tailored MedBed therapies that are going to be towards what's been found in your consultation, your examination, and history, and how those therapies are administered, as well as the location where they are administered of the body, the location of the body. Okay, it will directly affect the outcome of the MedBed therapy. So With that being said, understand that the Life Force MedBed is a very is a wonderful piece of technology that is customizable by the physician for the patient, for whatever the patient needs are. And it's not just one type of therapy, as well as that we're thinking that's gonna cure somebody. It's also not a multitude of layered therapies. If you don't know what the therapy that the customer needs and wants, based on their individual needs and custom or individual healthcare needs, then we can't just treat them with a blanket type of care plan that you do for everybody. Okay, so long as now we know we got that understood. One of the last things I think I wanted to say, I know we're coming up on the 20-minute mark. I always talk way too much, but let me tell you guys, I have had my MedBed. I've had this is not my first MedBed. This is the most powerful MedBed that I've made. My first MedBed that I made is something like the capsule. It has every therapy you could possibly think of, and I absolutely love it. It's also a good selling item. Now that MedBed does not have all of the medical devices, but it is still amazing. And I use that, and I had a lot of people come, and I got I think I told you I got a great testimony. I still haven't shared yet, but it does amazing. And since I've been using this MedBed, oh my Lord, when I first got in here, my symptoms, and if you watch my other videos, and I'm always going to encourage you to watch my other videos. When I first got in here, I didn't get well. My symptoms got worse before they got better. Everything got worse. Even like here it is. Last night, I got in the MedBed. I had a really busy day yesterday. Very successful day with Life Force MedBeds and Life Force Medical Technologies. But I was so tired. I got in about 5:30 in my MedBed. Man, and my frequency delivery system is the new technology that we have. Oh my God, your whole body shakes. So when we're emitting any types of bioresonance or electron donation, or even frequencies, or photomodulation, man, you want to talk about strong. It is. So yesterday I got in, and this is now just around my second week, and you want to talk about feeling great. I fell asleep immediately. I think I fell asleep in my MedBed for about an hour and a half. It was already shut down. And I was talking to me going, Dr. Hilliard, are you going to get out? And so I got out and I went right to bed, and I slept for another 10 hours last night. Okay. And I haven't sweated in a while. I think I told you guys in a couple of my videos, when I get out of here and I would go to bed, oh my God, I would sweat, and I would have to change. Well, it kind of stopped for about 4 or 5 days. And last night, man, it hit me again. Of course, I had to change everything like that. But I woke up this morning. I feel phenomenal, people. I cannot wait for you, your loved ones, and your family to come into this MedBed. If I wish I can say, like the things that have happened to me, they're not going to be for everybody. But, besides last night, which I slept for about 12 hours. Okay. I don't understand that. I don't sleep that long. But my alertness, my concentration, my mental outlook, has improved tremendously. Waking up energetic, now my workouts, I'm working out, my pumps are ridiculous. I brought my dogs in. They love coming in there. Every time I step in, they want to be in. Buster, I'm going to give you guys a little bit later on. I'll give you guys a little bit of hopefully a testimony on him too as well. That was one of my dogs. I think if you guys watch my video, you would have seen. But I can't wait to now that I have some things dialed in. I got a couple more technologies that we're getting ready to dial in a little bit more. My electron donation and balancing technologies for the MedBed. We got to get that finished. Once we get that done, people, I think we'll be ready to put it in the office and see people. Understand, that's why I'm making these videos. And you're not seeing a whole lot of everybody else, is because I'm being the guinea pig in my own technology. I'm being the one that's using it. I got to see how it's going to affect me before I can see how it affects you and your loved ones. But also, I've also been doing this for so long. I also have some other guinea pigs that I'm, doctors and friends of mine that, of course, come on over and we get them in there. So we're trying to, right now I'm just working out the last of the kinks in the MedBed. So we will be ready to serve the Southeast region, and even, all across the world, because we're perfecting everything here in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay? And know that we want to bring this to the people. Okay? So, I'm at 26 minutes. I've talked way too long. I love and appreciate every one of you. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel, please. Watch my other videos. I got a lot of great information. Also, if there's anybody that reaches out to you and says that they're me, please report them. Okay? They shouldn't be impersonating me or impersonating anything that has to do with Life Force MedBeds or MedBeds or anything like that. Okay? And be safe, be smart. Of course, raise your frequency, energy, and your vibration. Together, we can change the world. Have a great day.